On Sunday, June 29, 2025, a routine emergency call in the wooded outskirts of Coeur, Idaho, turned into one of the most harrowing incidents first responders have faced in recent memory. What began as a call to contain a brush fire on Canfield Mountain became a deadly ambush that claimed the lives of 2 firefighters and injured another. Around 1:21 in the afternoon, firefighting crews from the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department and Kootenai County Fire and Rescue arrived at the scene to control the blaze. Less than an hour later, the situation took a horrifying turn when gunfire erupted, targeted directly at the unsuspecting firefighters. Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris later described the attack as a total ambush, explaining that the firefighters had no chance of defending themselves. The shooter, allegedly armed with a high-powered sporting rifle, waited until the firefighters were fully engaged with the blaze before opening fire. 2 firefighters died on the spot, while a third was critically wounded and taken for emergency surgery. Thankfully, the survivor is now in stable condition. As emergency calls flooded in, law enforcement teams rushed to the area only to come under fire themselves. Over 300 officers from various departments were deployed, including tactical sniper teams from the FBI. By evening, a suspect was located, dead near the site, with a weapon found nearby. Authorities confirmed that he acted alone. A shelter-in-place order had been issued for nearby residents and was lifted later that evening once officials determined there was no further threat to public safety. Investigators are now exploring whether the fire itself was deliberately set as bait to lure firefighters into a trap. Radio scanner audio captured during the incident revealed the chaos and terror on the ground, with dispatchers reporting, "Everybody shot up here," and urgently calling for law enforcement backup. The attack not only shocked the local community, but also stunned first responders across the country. Northern Lakes Fire District Chief Pat Riley expressed heartbreak over the incident, emphasizing that while they train for emergencies, nothing prepares one for such a deliberate and calculated attack at home. The fire itself consumed around 20 acres of dense forest and had to be temporarily abandoned as the area was deemed too dangerous to continue firefighting efforts. Idaho Governor Brad Little condemned the act as a heinous direct assault on brave first responders and called on Idahoans to pray for the victims and their families. As investigations continue, the suspect's identity, motive, and potential additional weapons caches remain under review. This incident highlights the growing risks faced by emergency personnel, not only from natural hazards but also from deliberate acts of violence. In a time when mass shootings and targeted attacks have become tragically common in the United States, this ambush, an attack on those who come to help, stands out for its brutality. The Coeur d'Alene community now mourns 2 fallen heroes, honors a wounded survivor, and grapples with the disturbing reality of violence even in places of service and rescue.